What's going on, everybody? So we're out here again for 3 zone 2 easy recovery miles. Got the leg sleeve on, knee is still feeling like it's in a pretty good place. All that being said, I promise you I'm going slow enough for zone 2 recovery miles today. I'm going to be tracking my heart rate, not my pace. Not worried about my pace at all today. I'm going to focus specifically on the heart rate outcomes. That's what true zone 2 really is. And in this case, zone 2 is conversational. So since I'm able to speak in 1 to 2 sentences at a time without gasping for air, that means I'm in a pretty good spot. Conversational pace. So what I'll do is I'll come on here, I'll give you guys updates as I go, holds me accountable, keeps me in check. We'll talk a little bit about what zone 2 is, and then later on I'll give a more in-depth breakdown of what exactly zone 2 training is, what it's good for, all that stuff. So in the meantime, let's get it. We are coming up on mile 1. You'll hear the beep here in a second, but we're doing good. Heart rate sticking to low to mid 130s, so that's a good sign. For me, my zone 2 heart rate is between around 127 to 149, so it's a pretty decent range, and I'm trying to stay on the mid to low end of that for today's miles. So there it is, so far successful. So what exactly is zone 2? Basically, it's a heart rate based training method where we look at our max heart rate, determine a percentage of that puts us into a specific zone of effort. Again, in the video I will drop after this one, we'll break down a little bit about how to calculate your max heart rate and what that zone 2 should look like from a beats per minute perspective. Just rounded out mile 2. Still seeing like a low 130s to mid 130s read. I did glance a couple times and find it hit a little bit higher of a pace, a little bit higher of a heart rate as a result. Continue to use that to bring myself back down to where I can sustain this conversational pace. Again, this is one of those tools to hold us accountable. We're all 2 miles in, still a successful run, doing pretty good for recovery miles. 1 more to go. Let's beat this heat and get out of here. Mile 3 successfully done. Stayed within zone 2. I think the readings crept up to like a mid 140s at the high during that last mile, which is, to be expected. The longer you're out doing exercise, even if it's a consistent effort, there's a good likelihood that your heart rate will want to increase over that time span. Either way, it was still a successful zone 2 recovery mile run for all 3 miles. I know that the average heart rate stayed pretty low. I'm really excited about that. Knee feels great. One of the things, or I should say one of the benefits of zone 2 running is for recovery. Most of the effort is on your aerobic base, so your heart and your lungs and overall endurance, your body's ability to burn fat, not so much on the joints and muscles. And so doing zone 2 as part of recovery is ideal for that reason. Your joints and your muscles don't take as much of the beating, and now because of it, quite honestly, I'm toying with the idea of finally increasing my volume tomorrow. I went from 2 miles to 3. I might be ready for 5. I'm going to sit on it. I'm going to cool down. I'm going to see how my knee feels later, but there's a really good chance that I'll increase my volume to 5 miles per run starting tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Pretty excited about the overall status of my recovery as it relates specifically to my knee pain. My zone 2 pace today was a lot slower than it used to be as well. That's okay. It's all part of the journey. Like I said, we're going to talk in my next video a little bit more about what exactly zone 2 training is, different things that you should know about zone 2 training. One of the things that I don't touch on in that video is specifically around the many factors that do impact your zone 2 heart rate. If you're interested in me making a full-length video of many of the factors that impact your zone 2 heart rate, why and how you can try to mitigate that, Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to make a video on it. I think it's really important. I know for me, when I first started Zone 2 training, I would not take those other factors into account, and it could be pretty discouraging. So if, like I said, if that's something that interests you, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, like, subscribe, keep an eye out for more like it. Happy to have you on my journey. God bless everybody.